Hi, I'm Richard Hogue. I'm the pastor of Church on the Hill
in Guthrie, Oklahoma.
How about that? This is my great friend and associate, Pastor Caszie Bennett. Man, I'm glad to be talking to you about these things.
I'm so glad that we're doing this. I mean, you don't know how I've been so anticipating us getting a chance to talk about some of these things.
Good.
And
I'm glad we're doing it right now. On our conversation.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Absolutely.
Well, we've been talking all week about equality. Yeah. How do we walk together as equals? Is it possible? Right. What is the basis of that?
Right. Is it something that we just come up with now, or does there have to be some historical context that we're stepping from?
There is a basis, and I believe, Pastor, we said this all week, but I believe that the only basis by which we can walk together, I believe this is all in my heart, because, I mean, history proves it.
Right.
Tell me someplace where it's happened without this, right? But I think the only place we can walk together as brothers across racial lines is in our relationship to the Lord Jesus. Absolutely. When we see what he's done in your life and I see what you've done in my life, and he's done the same thing, all of a sudden we can walk together.
Right.
Let me give you an example.
Okay.
Remember John chapter 4, Jesus is at the well and this woman comes along at the well.
Yes.
She's a Samaritan. He's a Jew.
Right.
Man, they were
big distance.
My God.
Culturally,
and
religiously,
every way. In fact, the Jews thought these people were not even, I mean, they were just garbage. They were nothing.
Wait a minute. And he's a guy and she's a lady.
Yeah, he wasn't there again. He wasn't supposed to, all those things, right?
Yeah.
All those bridges he had to cross, right? And he sits down at this well and he says to her, give me something to drink. You remember?
Yeah.
And she turns and says, how is it that you, watch this, you being a Jew would ask me, a Samaritan, to give you something to drink? In our culture, it would be, how is it that you being white would ask me, a black, or vice versa? How is it that me being white would ask you, see what I'm saying?
Right.
In other words, see the division?
Right.
So the division was there. Right. So the inequality was there.
Right.
Now, if Jesus would have accepted inequality as a way of life, if he would have said that's okay, that he would have simply said, well, excuse me, and I'll go on down the road, right? No, he doesn't.
Right.
What does he do?
Right. He actually says to her, if you knew who I am, then I would give you to drink, and
you would ask me for a drink,
right? And I'd give it to you freely, and I would make sure you were full. I'd give you more than
Think
enough.
about that.
I mean,
he says, I would not only, if you would ask me, if you knew who I am, if you understood what I believe, where I'm, see, you would ask me for a drink, and I would, look at this, I would give it to you. Oh,
freely.
Wait a minute. You don't see, because she was a Samaritan, he couldn't do that. He was a Jew. See what I'm saying?
And the thing that gets me too about that is, you know, he's sitting there at the well. It's almost like he was waiting for her to show up, to have this conversation that was completely off the scale in her mind.
Yeah. So many things the Lord did. I mean, this was an actual event, but in a way it's parabolic. It's a parable in a way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because he was dealing with this whole racial inequality.
Right.
He's dealing with it right there at the well.
Right.
And he's saying, this is wrong. This is not how I want you guys to walk together.
Man.
This is not what I expect out of you.
I love that, because then he was saying, and I'm going to do something about this divide right here and right now.
And we talked about yesterday, what happened was, long term, is that the Lord provides salvation, right?
Yes.
And in salvation, you're baptized by one Spirit into one body.
Right.
I'm baptized by the same Spirit into the same body.
Right.
And therefore, we walk together as brothers.
Right. And we can explore and find out what all is in this newfound equality.
It's incredible, isn't
it?
It's wonderful. We've walked together for 20 years. Surprised I'm not run you off already.
You can't, because we're operating in the same spirit. And we still don't know how much can get done. We're still at the beginning of this journey. And it's
someday
exciting.
We've got to talk about all the miracles we've seen, literally all over the world.
Yeah.
It's amazing what we've seen together.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll talk about this tomorrow again. One more great truth tomorrow I want to talk to you about.
Okay.
All right?
Can't wait.
Right here. See you then.